in addition. I'm Jeff Holtz, and welcome to another edition of Inside Milford Jai ALai. Over the Labor Day weekend, Milford Jai ALai pledged $1 to the Muscular Dystrophy Association for every patron who entered the facility. Milford Jai ALai is proud to say it donated $15,000 to MDA. Who's hot and who's not at the front side? Tony won 3 singles games early last week. Foldi had 3 wins on a program. Bileca had 5 wins over a 2-day period. Bucci, who's been in a slump, is trying to shake the flu. All of those players offered these comments.
Earlier this week, I won 3 single games in a row because I'm kind of like a streak player. When I'm playing, pretty good, I usually come out in the singles. I usually score a bunch of points at a time. Like, I think I ran one out, and the other one I ran to possible, and the other one I think I ran the second time around.
Well, Monday I won 3 games, and I've been on a hot streak lately. I've been playing pretty well, and everything's been going my way. I'm catching good, and able to put the ball where I want to, and been on a hot streak, like I said, and that's basically it.
I'm not playing bad. I think I'm catching consistently. That's the key to winning. The past few days, I won 3 games last night and 2 games the night before. And a lot of that has to do with luck. Sometimes you catch the ball, you can throw anything and score a point. Sometimes it's easy, and then when the ball bounces your way, it's easy.
My resistance was low, and when I first had it, my record started going down a little, but I scratched a day, and I got my strength back, and I'm coming back now.
We're back with another edition of Talking Jai ALai, and I'm here with Bob Huesler of Milford Jai ALai. Bob, we're constantly talking about the wins race between Bolivar and Inclán. In tonight's game of the week, we have Bolivar and Inclán in interesting posts with interesting backcourt partners.
Really, you couldn't ask for anything more, Jeff. We have Bolivar tonight, who's in the 8-hole, a post position he sees very rarely, and we have Inclán right in front of him in post 7. Now, if you were handicapping this game, you would be faced with a very difficult choice. On one hand, you have Inclán paired with a superstar backcourt partner, Badiola, in the 7-hole. Bolivar, though, as I said, is in the 8-hole, which, of course, is the post position, which gives you that great run-out advantage. Again, if you're not familiar with Jai ALai, post 8, you win that first point, you then get into the second round in a hurry where the points double, so that's why it makes it easy, perhaps, for a run-out. Anyway, Bolivar is in the 8-hole, but he has an early-game backcourt partner, Foldi. So the choice to be made here is, do you think if Inclán wins his first point, can Bolivar beat him while receiving service and then make it a run-out? I don't know. It's a tough one.
Last year in the wins race, Bolivar started off hot, got cold, and could never get back into the race. This season, he started off hot, went cold, now he's hot again. How did that come about?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a good sign, because as you said, last year Bolivar came out blazing in June, and then he tailed off in July and in August, and never really could get it going in the second half of the season. As it turned out, Inclan and Badiola ended up dueling each other for the wins title, which was eventually won by Inclan. This year, I couldn't answer why Bolivar all of a sudden has found that second win, but he has. Perhaps it has something to do with the fact that Inclan in August was out of action for 2 weeks with the knee injury. Maybe Bolivar saw the opening. Maybe he's just in one of those grooves and he's going along with the flow. He's going to be on a hot streak. Whatever the reason is, Jeff, I hope it lasts, because it's great for this Fronton that the two best players in the game, Inclan and Bolivar, look like they're going to stage a head-to-head battle going right down to the end. And of course, let's not leave out the other contenders. Thor Zabel is right in the race, and even David is hanging in there right now.
It's funny, I talked to Sammy Inclan last night, and I asked him, you know, the fans perceive this great rivalry between the two guys. Is it really there when the two of them get together on the court? And he said, yeah, it is, and we really enjoy playing against each other, and it makes us better players. Let's talk about the game of the week, a sleeper team that might pop up as a winner in this game.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, or mentioned that, because, again, we pay so much attention to Bolivar and Inclan, and in this case, the Post 7 and Post 8 team. I think you should watch the 4 team as well, Drew and Alfonso. Drew is a middle game player, sometimes sees late game action, but he's the kind of player who doesn't rattle, and that'll come in handy in this game. And of course, in Alfonso, we've talked about his play so often on this program. Alfonso is as steady a backcourt player as you have in this building. And so I think the Post 4 team, Drew and Alfonso, perhaps is a sleeper team and also one to watch tonight.
That's it. We'll be back next week with another edition of Talkin' Highline. This week's Fronton figures. David won 11 games this past week and climbed into second place in overall wins, only 2 behind Bolivar, who has 91. In team play, Sola Zabel and Alfonso have 14, 2 more than David and Foldi. Alfonso has 11 wins with Zubikardai, while Sola Zabel has 11 victories with Roland. The top quinella for the week was the 1-4, followed by the 1-2 and 3-7. The top exacta was the 4-1, followed by the 1-2, which hit 7 times. The hottest triple combination this year has been the 5-2-4 with 24 hits. One behind is the combination 5-1-4. Here are this week's big payoffs. The 5-6 quinella combination paid $176.40, while the same numbers, the 5-6, appeared in an exacta combination in another game that paid a whopping $1,277.40. The Big 3 and Superfecta were also terrific. The announcers at Milford Jai ALai sit behind the fortified plexiglass overlooking the court. They herald the great plays and keep the fans abreast of all the ongoing news at the Fronton. Scott Hyatt, a 25-year-old native of Bloomfield, Connecticut, has been calling Jai ALai for 5 years.
And this will be your 3-minute warning. Only 3 minutes remain for betting on this game. Well, we keep track of all the points for all the games. We also do the entries and results to all the newspapers, radio station reports. Keep track of player stats. Keep track of the points on the scoreboard. And phone messages for the results line. The usual day is 11 to 5 on a matinee and 6 to 12 at night. Usually goes fast because you do 2 games and you sit out for 2 games, and there's some paperwork, but you have some free time. You don't have to be right behind the other guy worrying that he's going to get laryngitis or whatever.
Scott plays amateur Jai ALai and was CESTA national champion this past winter.
Won a tournament in February in Miami. It's called the CESTA Club. There's one in Milford and one in Miami. And myself and one of the cameramen who works here. I played front court, he could play back, and we beat the Miami team.
The announcer's job can be fun and exciting, but are there any tense moments?
Not unless you get these shots, that's about it. Get the ball coming at you and you still duck. Yeah. Someone served that one, that's like 2 days ago, someone served the ball right into that. And you see it coming, you still have 6 inches of plexiglass and you duck, and you miss the point, and all the refs laugh at you because they see you duck. They think it's funny for the next 4 points. Players laugh at you, too.
I like to know in a single competition who has the advantage, the front court man or the back court man. In the singles game of Jai ALai, there's no question about it. The front court player has the advantage. That's not to say that the back court player doesn't perform well in singles or can't perform well in singles, but the front court player definitely holds the advantage. And the reasons, well, I'll name 3 of them. First of all, the most important aspect of the singles game is the serve. And naturally, the front court player would have the advantage because when they're playing doubles, it's the front court player that always handles the serve. The backcourtman never serves in Jai ALai except in the singles game. And here in Milford Jai ALai, we have generally 14 games a night. 10 of those are doubles games. Only 4 of those are singles games. So you see that with more doubles games, you have the front court players having all that more of an opportunity to work on the serve. So a backcourtman right off the bat has to overcome the disadvantage of not serving all that often. Also here in Milford, it tends to be that the front court players have better rebotes. And then the singles game, taking that ball off of the back wall and making a successful return is extremely critical. And just again, here in Milford, we seem to see that the front court players definitely throw the better rebote shot. Another reason the singles player, a front court player in the singles game tends to have an advantage is that he is operating more or less in his territory. If you watch a singles game, you'll see that the point concentrates often on the middle part of the court. Under normal circumstances in doubles games, that is where the front court player is most of the time. He drifts back from that 3 and 4 line to the 5, the 6, and the 7 line, and that is unfamiliar territory for the backcourt player. So can the backcourt player do well in singles? Absolutely. Some of you old-time Jai ALai fans might remember names such as Charuca, Chuchu Larrañaga, and Guarita. These were players who were just fantastic in the 50s and the 60s, and Charuca even into the 70s. They were all backcourt players, and they were all superb singles players. But here in Milford, we find that the front court players do seem to have better success in the singles games. But again, don't rule out the fact that backcourt players can't be successful. They have more obstacles to overcome. The front court player does have the advantage. But again, when you weigh a Jai ALai game, take everything into consideration.
He's a gritty, go-get-'em type of player, the kind fans love to cheer for. He's Thomas Andrea, or simply as Milford Jai ALai fans know him, Tomas. At 5'7", he's the smallest backcourtman at the Fronton, but his size is certainly no hindrance. His tenacious style of play earned him Player of the Month in August.
Well, I feel very fortunate this month that there was a couple of players on the roster that were injured. Enclon and Badiola only played about half the month, so in that respect, I feel that I had a little bit more of a chance to win Player of the Month. I had a good month. I think it's just luck. That's all it is. You know, you try your hardest every game, you get out there and give 100%, and you need a little luck on your side, too, to win Player of the Month.
While he didn't lead the Fronton in wins, he earned the honor by racking up numerous places in shows. Winning the honor was a nice comeback after a disappointing July.
Things just don't happen. That's the luck of the game. You just go out there and give 100%, and sometimes you just don't catch the breaks. In July, I just had a very poor month. Things just weren't working for me. My cesta wasn't feeling comfortable. I was throwing a lot of shots that I shouldn't have thrown, that weren't of my style, and I was losing points. Oh, when you go through a couple of weeks when you're not winning games, you lose all your confidence. That's how this sport is. If you're winning, your confidence is very high. If you're losing, your confidence is very low.
Those, I think, those are the up and downs every player has. It's very difficult to find one player that goes at the same level from the beginning of the season until the end of the season. More or less, you have up and downs, or up a little slowly, then stays in the top and come down. That's the normal circle in every athlete in every sport.
Tomas can get explosively emotional on the court, and his temper is often on display.
Oh, I think that the fans are looking for a lot of hustle out there. I try to give them 100% for their money. If we play 5 games a night, I'll try to give 100% in every game that I play in. A lot of times the fans don't appreciate my actions on the court, and those actions are only out of frustration, not doing well for myself. But I get out there and I give 100%, and I think the fans just want to get their money's worth out of every bet that they can, and I try to give them that at least. A lot of times you'll lose your focus on the game when you get too upset. I try not to let it get to that point, but I do try to keep the intensity when I'm on the court.
In Tomas, it's the other side, that because he plays that with that aggressiveness, he believes or he expects that everybody has to play the same way he plays. And if it's not that way, he's upset with everybody, and he believes that he can say anything to anybody, and that's, again, in my opinion, his dark side or whatever. It's not bad to feel that way, but I don't think it's nice to say and act the way he does with the rest of the players because he thinks that way.
Tomas is a 32-year-old Trumbull, Connecticut native who has been playing Jai Alai for 3 years. He was drafted out of high school by the St. Louis Cardinals baseball team. He went on to play baseball in college, and while playing in Florida, took up the game of Jai Alai. Tomas, a Milford Jai Alai favorite. And now it's time for the game of the week. This weekly contest features the Fronton's hottest players. The top 8 front courtmen and the top 8 back courtmen are randomly paired together. The post positions are also randomly selected. Here are the closing odds. Inclan and Badiola in post 7 are the 9-5 favorites. The fans made Bolivar and Foldi in post 8, the second choice at 5-2. This is spectacular 7 scoring in this featured event. In the round-robin format, the points are worth 1. When everyone has had a turn, the points then double. The team to score 7 points first wins. The game starts off with Mike and Andoneghi in post 1, taking on Rafel and Sola in post 2. Here Mike makes a nice rebote. Rafel is there for the catch as he heads towards the wall. He fires one deep, a nice forehand rebote, this time by Mike. Sola gets Mike right where he wants him, fires the long carom, score the first point for the 2. Next up is the team of James and Elorza in post 3. Here Rafel sends one deep. The rebote is made by Elorza. Can Sola throw the carom again? He does. The 2 scores again. Next up is post 4, Drew and Alfonso. Alfonso braces himself against the wall to make that catch. Sola has one deep. He does it again. One more long carom. This time it lands out of bounds. Score the point for the 4. We move to further action late in the first round, and this prime matchup between Inclan and Badiola in post 7 and Bolivar and Foldi in post 8. Either team could run the game out. Bolivar sends this shot deep. Badiola can't make the catch. The 8 scores the point. The second round begins with Mike and Andoneghi in post 1 taking on the 8. Bolivar starts with the serve. Andoneghi gets it on his left side, sends one deep off the back wall. Bolivar backs up and makes the nice forehand rebote. Andoneghi with a fine catch as he goes up the wall. Sends this shot into the backcourt. That's a chick-chack. The points go to 1, and the post 8 run out is averted. Post 3, James and Elorza sat down the 1, and now they take on the 2, Rafel and Sola, for the second time in the game. Rafel takes the serve, goes to the outside, good for a pair of points for post 2. Next up is the team of Drew and Alfonso in post 4. Here Alfonso takes the serve on his forehand, fires this shot. Rafel can't make the play, score the points for the 4. The 4 then plays the 6, early gamers Greg and Gray. As Bob Huster mentioned earlier in Talking Jai Alai, the 4 could be a sleeper team in this game. Here post 6 can't convert on this shot by Alfonso. The 4 has a couple more. The points count 2. The 4 has 5. Now possible game point for Drew and Alfonso in post 4. Trying to stop them will be the 5, Restock and Adam. A fine pickup by Restock. Alfonso can't make this catch right by the wall. The 4 is down. The 5 takes the points. Inclan and Badiola, the favorites in post 7, beat the 5, and here they take on the 8, Bolivar and Foldi. This is the second time these two great teams have matched up. Inclan throws the inside placement. Early gamer Foldi runs it down. He sends one deep off the back wall. Inclan backs up for the rebote. Sends this shot into the backcourt. Foldi can't make the catch. The points go to post 7. The points count 2, and the 7 has 5. Now possible game point for Inclan and Badiola, the favorites in post 7. Trying to stop them here, the one, Mike and Androneghi. But Inclan can't make this rebote. Score the points for the 1. We move to further action in this round where post 3, James and Elorza take on the 2, Rafel and Sola. This is an important point. The winner of this one will find themselves at game point playing the 6 early gamers Greg and Gray, who have not looked sharp in this game. Rafel catches this ball on his left side, throws what looks to be a winner high off the front wall, but a great save by Elorza. Rafel waits to pull it in, finds everybody out of position, fires the carom. James can't make the catch on the wood. The points go to post 2, giving them 6, and now possible game point for Rafel and Sola in post 2, and trying to stop them will be the 6 early gamers, Greg and Gray. Sola makes this catch on his left side, throws one deep. Gray can't make the catch. Rafel and Sola, the winners of the game of the week from post 2.
Great. I played many times and I didn't do nothing yet. Couple seconds, and this is my first win, so I feel great.
How about Rafel, you're the early game player, and to get into a game like this with Inclan and Bolivar and all that, how was that for you?
I never expected to win it. So I hope to come in second or third, but I never dreamed of winning the game. I haven't played against them that much, once or twice, and they've beaten me each time, so I wasn't really expecting much out of it, but I did the best I could.
No, it's tough teams, you know. You have to play, you have to play good and be lucky at the same time to beat those guys. That's tough.
Very nice. I didn't expect him to make that save, and I was caught off guard when he did it. But it set me up nice to throw a shot, which I scored on it, luckily.
He's a great player, so you have to expect those shots from him.
Inside Milford Jai ALai. On Friday night, September 21st, Milford Jai ALai gives away another $10,000. That's right, $10,000 in cash prizes will be raffled away, and you can win just by coming out and enjoying an exciting evening of Jai ALai. A night at the Fronton is always exciting. For Inside Milford Jai ALai, I'm Jeff Holtz. Take care.